It's not started yet. Yeah, okay. Hey, okay, now I can't see myself. Oh, I can see myself now. Hey, good morning, Gelser National Area. Good morning, directors, and Happy New Year. Oh my goodness. I am so excited to have each and every one of you on the call, and it is going to be a great Google Hangout this morning. We have got sales directors in our area coming onto the call via very different means of social media here. Okay, so we've got, let's see, we've got Nikki who's here, who's just muted herself out, as you can see that. I hope Tammy is coming on. I'm going to take off my jacket. I'm hot in my office here. Let's see, we've got Susan, who's not being able to get on the Google Hangout, but hopefully we'll FaceTime her in if it doesn't work. We will have Tammy Clout. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to have our National Court of Sales, our unit club directors, and then we've got Amanda. She's at work this morning, but I've got a Boxer message from her. So you are going to love the training from your sisters this morning as we kick off the new year. So once again, Happy New Year. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. The New Year's theme for our national area is going to be, write this down. I know we talked about it a little bit on some other place, but it is the new year, so now we have a clear brain. Okay, so Mary Kay's theme for the year is the year of your dreams, the year of your dreams. And I just want to tell each and every one of you who's watching the Google Hangout, whether you're in our national area or not, you know what? Thank you for all that you did to get people to seminar, because we stopped a 20-year trend, a 20-year trend. For 20 years, we have less people going to seminar than the year before. And this year, Seminar 2016, we stopped the trend, and we have more at seminar this year than at Seminar 2016. So give yourselves a huge round of applause. Congratulations. And there is registration on site. There is. So if you have people who want to go, or you have people that you want them to go, you guys get them there, because events change lives. And so Mary Kay's theme is the year of your dreams. Our theme for our national area is going to be grow into your dreams. Grow into your dreams, because we are all about growth this year. You know that my personal motto is to help women enrich their lives spiritually, emotionally, and financially, to help them grow spiritually, emotionally, and financially. And so as we're looking at our national area, there's 3 places. Yes, spiritually, emotionally, financially always is the underlying theme of my mission statement in our national area. But there are 3 ways specifically that I want our area to grow. So please write this down. That's unit size. Unit size. Every single month, you are going to get a text from our office that tells you what your unit size is right after the month is updated, and what the goal is to reach the next level. Okay, so if you're at 43, the goal is to get to 50. If you're at 51, the goal is to get to 60. To cross that next threshold, you guys, every single month. And then you're going to get bracelets from us every single month with that new number on it. Okay, so that's so imperative that you know your numbers. So number 1, growth in unit size, because unit size does matter. It matters to your paycheck. It matters to your sense of well-being. It matters to building a strong unit in this company. Number 2, we're going to grow offspring directors. So I have a specific goal. It's to have the best year ever that our area's ever had. Well, our best year ever had been offspringing 13 directors in 1 year. And so our goal is to offspring 14 sales directors this seminar year, but specifically 5 new sales directors by December 1st. And that is a strategic thought process, because there are going to be people coming to seminar who are going to catch the vision, and we're going to work with them to get into DIQ. Some of them are working right now. You have people in your units who are working for DIQ July 1st but did not make it. Okay, so it's 30 days out. 30 days out. That's the next goal, you guys, is August 1st. So you want them going into DIQ on August 1st. For those of them who aren't quite that confident yet, they don't have enough parties under their belts to see that August 1st. They're coming to seminar, God willing, and we're going to work with them to get in September 1st. Now, most directors, you guys, finish in 2 to 3 months. So that gives them September, October, November to finish, and they're done by December 1st. We want them to go into Christmas, into December, done. So that's why I'm saying December 1st for the 5 new offspring sales directors. And then we're going to finish the last 9 as we're building momentum in the last 6 months of the seminar year. Okay, so very specific goals on that. Our third goal is to grow Cadillacs, because Cadillac, you guys, is going to earn you whatever your basic need is. It's going to fulfill that basic need, whether it's power and achievement, earning a Cadillac, hello, recognition. Whether it is love and connecting, you will get to be in a whole new space of people, and you'll have so many more people to mentor when you're in a Cadillac. Safety and security, it is money in the bank, sisters, money in the bank when you are a Cadillac sales director. Freedom and flexibility, hello, do you know how much more freedom and flexibility you get to have when your unit is bigger? Okay, hey Tammy, good morning. Hi, Will. Okay, and so then you guys, after that, freedom and flexibility, you know, also 5 Cadillacs by December 31st. 5, I'm just setting that goal for December, and then we're going to move forward from there. All right, so I'm really working in a 6 months time frame with this. All right, the other thing is that the Hangouts for the national area are not simply going to be the first Sunday of the month. You should have already received a schedule for the year. And so the first Google Hangout is actually this Wednesday night, tomorrow night, because the month will have closed out. And that's when we want to have the Google Hangouts, is when the month closes out. So please get me your recognition by tomorrow as soon as possible so that I can be recognizing people on those Hangouts. The perfect tracks is what we're going to recognize for the national area and moving up the career path. Okay, so that's what I need from you, and also medals, of course. So anybody who has moved up the career path has earned a medal or done a perfect track in the month of June. They're going to get that recognition. And we're going to ask the people who are going to seminar to stay on that Hangout just for like 10 minutes so that they can hear me, and we can talk about what's going to go on. We can prepare them mentally and physically for seminars. So that is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. After that, you guys, I'm going to have visiting nationals on all of our area Google Hangouts so that they're going to hear from more national sales directors. And they're going to get recognition in the beginning and then training from the national in the next 5 months, okay? So get excited about that. Get that on your calendar right now, and then out to your people and reminding them about that Google Hangout. Of course, they're all recorded. All right, and then another thing we're going to be working on this year is I took time to think. Where I was weak was on event registration, all the way from quarterly workshops to retreats, to career conference, to seminar. I was weak on that, and I need to apologize. I know the goals, you guys. I've learned this ever since I was a new director in Mary Kay. And this is what Cindy Gress talked about on that call on July 1st, right? 10% of your non-terminated units to events. But you guys, yes, you broadcast it through email, through Voxer, through text, but you whisper, as Sean Keys talks about, through a conversation, through a phone call, not assuming that people are going to go because you think that they should go, but having that conversation with them so that they know why they need to be there. You guys, I'm just going to tell you something. At this July Jumpstart, you know, sometimes, you know, what Cindy Gress talked about, a prophet is not really accepted in her own town. I get that. I get that. A lot of you in Wisconsin get to see me all the time, and that's great, and we have a wonderful relationship. But sometimes your consultants take it for granted. And so what we really need to work on is reselling the position of National Sales Director to our consultants so that they know how big of a deal it is. You guys, wherever you are across the country, it is our job to sell these events to people, to, like Cindy talked about, impart our will on them, to let them know how important it is for them to be in the presence of powerful people. You guys, to resell them, and whatever their personality is, whether it's recognition focused, whether it's training focused, whether it's motivation focused, all 3 of those will be represented at any decent event that you guys go to, and you know that. But it is the conversations with them. It is just saying, this is Brittany Capps coming, you guys. Brittany Capps, not even 30 years old, and a national sales director with Mary Kay. And you guys, just to give yourself a little credence about me, here's the deal. Our area did not have its best year ever. We did not hit the gold circle. And our seminars combined, you guys. And so what that means is that we have more national sales directors, more top directors in our seminar. I did not think at all that I was going to get to teach. And yet I got an email from Mary Kay asking me to teach executive senior sales directors. Hello, you guys, that's one of my gifts is training, and Mary Kay does recognize that. So can you sell that to your people, that they will be in the space of some of the top trainers in all of Mary Kay? So this is what we're going to start doing for the main events, for retreat, for career conference, and for seminar. Your goal is 10% of your non-terminated units at these events. When you as a sales director hit your goal, and we'll know those numbers before the event comes, you hit your goal, you and your unit are going to get a special prize and recognition from me. Just like the nationals who hit their 20 more going to seminar are getting cupcakes, you guys are going to get something at the event from your national sales director for hitting that. So maybe at career conference, you will get special treats in your room for that night. You know, something like that. At seminar, at retreat, you're going to get special things for your people for hitting your 10% goal. But we have got to be cognizant of it, because you know what? When people are in the space of powerful people, their dreams are reborn, you guys. They hear what they need to hear and they go forward. So that's another thing we're changing this year. So I want to apologize for not being good at that and for letting that go. And now we're going to change it up from the top down. We're going to change that up. Okay. Also, people in Mexico, going to Mexico, if you got that flyer, there's another way to earn the trip between now and September 30th. Oh my goodness. So even if you have zero done for it, you can still move up a car level, get from cruise to premier, okay, and do that thing that Cindy Gress talked about, 2 personal qualifieds and the $1,666 per month to be super on target, for real, on target, July, August, and September. When you do that 3 months in a row and move up a car level, you get to go to Mexico, and it's awesome. You guys check out the Puerto Vallarta video. It is ridiculous, okay? Now, some of you have already earned it. Congratulations to Tammy Clout doing Unit Club and Quarter Sales. She has earned it. Amanda Collins, she did Honor Society, and she moved up a car level. She's earned it. Nikki has done Cadillac and Offspring as sales director. She has earned it. Now, if you have people going into DIQ, you guys, here's what they can do. Consultants can earn it if they're sales directors. They can't go as consultants. But if they earn a car and they do the 1666 and 2 qualifies July, August, September, and then our sales director, they can go. So get excited that your new directors can earn it if they so choose. Also, Becky Clements, when you do on the move between July, August, September, you earn it, and you're going to move up a car level. Hello, you guys, get excited. Pay the price to be in the presence of powerful people. All right, and then finally, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was that 600 wholesale. Are you kidding me? Are you so excited? Congratulations, by the way, to Amanda Collins and Tammy Clout, who did what Cindy Gress talked about, and you guys already placed your $600 wholesale orders so that you guys can get these bracelets to show off to your people. They are solid. They are awesome, you guys. They have Mary Kay's words on the outside of them and her signature on the inside of them. And it says, what you believe you can achieve. That's the July one. And inside is Mary Kay's signature. I don't think you can see it, but inside there, okay? Also, you guys, Mary Kay is so awesome. They sent the Nationals their own little bracelet, so we get one too. That's one perk about being a national, you guys. I'm going to get this bracelet every month so that I can show it. You don't, so make sure that you're placing those orders on the first of the month so that you can get these bracelets to sell them to your people. And you're going to have 12 bangles up your arms. You're going to get special recognition at all of the events. But here's my thought process. We all know that when a person does a power start, which is our perfect 6, 6 parties, 6 interviews, and a 600 wholesale, they're going to get the bracelet from Mary Kay. How about this, you guys? And let me know in the boxer what you think about this. Is that anyone who does the perfect 6 in July in our national area, they get a coaching call with one of you. Kim is going to put a bio sheet together of your pictures and what you've done and what you were formerly, so that people will know a little bit about you, and so that they can pick one of you for a 20-minute coaching call. Does that sound exciting, you guys? So that will be a present from us when they do their Perfect Six, and we will have that put together. But I think they are going to love a coaching call with each and every one of you, and they get to pick the person. So the first one who does the Perfect Six gets to pick the person that she does the coaching call with, okay? The other thing is, if they're new and they come in with at least a 600 or higher, they can also have a coaching call with any director in the national area. So we're going to get that. We're going to put that together and get that out to you. So I hope you're excited about that, just to get them excited in July. In July, to do their Perfect Six, and of course place that $600 wholesale order. Okay, let's see. Best year ever. We already talked about that. 14 new directors, 5 new by December 1st, 5 new Cadillacs, and 150,000 gold circle this year. That's what I'm excited to stretch to. We've never hit that. We've hit the 125,000 gold circle. That's growth to 150,000. Then the next year to diamond, and then the next year to inner circle. By the time I'm 50 years old, that's, oh my goodness, 50, that's old. Hello, people, let's get going. All right. But the goal for July is 122,000 with everybody, 122,000 wholesale. Okay, that's going to be our dashboard. That's going to be our number, 122,000 wholesale in July. Last month we had 150,000. July is, we're going to keep going, 122,000. All right, and don't forget the unit development bonus that Mary Kay is giving you. Remember, when you have 4 qualifieds in the month of July, and then at least you get the $400 bonus. Then when you do it again in August, at least 4 qualifieds, whatever your bonus is in August, they will double on your check. So if you do 4 in July and 4 in August, instead of getting $400 on your September 15th check, you'll get $800. If you get 5 qualifieds in August and 4 in July, you have to do it in July 1st, okay? If you do 4 in August, 4 in July, 5 in August, you'll get a $1,000 bonus. You can bonus it up. It's into infinity, but you must get 4 qualifieds in July or more for it to work. And I'm going to show you the money on that in just a second, okay? Holy cow. We've got a lot to share with you today. I'm super excited. All right, so that's the housekeeping of what's going on in the Mary Kay world. Get excited about winning, you guys. And don't forget, July is a director-driven month. Your people pulled out in June to get their prizes, to finish up goals. A lot of them are taking vacations in July. So if you want things to happen, it's your personal 2 qualifieds and your 1666. That is so important to be on target for the double star or the triple star, you guys. That's what's going to make a difference this month. Remember, we had 9 directors last year not make production in July. Do not do that again. Be excited about paychecks, taking it into your own hands. Okay, so here's our recognition. Congratulations to brand new sales director Becky Clements. Woo! From the Heidi-Gelser area. We are so excited for you. So excited for you. Oh my goodness, she did 8 new unit recruits last month, 5 personals for a gold medal, and hit $8,000 in production. Congratulations, Becky, and is on target. She hasn't finished the cruise yet. She'll finish that this month and is on target for the premier level car in September. I'm so excited for you, Becky Clements. Welcome to the sisterhood. Yay! All right, so here we go. With 5 or more unit recruits for the month, Cara Skelzer. With 6, Susan Riordan, and she gold medal. Woo! Congratulations. With 8, Becky Clements, like I said, and with 16 new unit members, the Amanda Collins unit. We are so proud of you, Amanda Collins, leading by example and earning on the stage. Oh my goodness, and Carson Susan, you guys earned the On the Grow Challenge, so you'll be going to hear that special speaker at seminar. So excited. With a bronze medal, personal bronze medal. Congratulations, Tammy Clout, leading by example. With a personal silver medal, Trisha Bless, congratulations. And with a personal gold medal, like I said, Susan Riordan and Becky Clements, so proud of you. With production of 5,000 or higher, Brandy Lampman, Trisha Bless, Crystal Pounds, Kate Unger, and Jamie Riley. Woohoo! With 6,000 or higher, Megan Cruz. With 8,000 or higher, Becky Clements, Jamie Lopez. With 10,700, Amanda Collins. With 11,068, best month ever, Cara Skelzer. Woohoo! Congratulations. With 11,352, best month of the seminar year, Susan Riordan. Yay! With 15,184, the Tammy Clout unit. Woohoo! And with 29,601, the Nikki Hill unit. Yay! All right. Court of Sales earners. We have 3 Court of Sales earners this year. Congratulations to Tammy Clout, Megan Cruz, and Susan Riordan in no particular order. Oh, that was alphabetical order because you will find out at seminar who is the Queen of Sales. The Princess Court. Holy cow, going to the mystery night. So exciting. Trisha Bless, Terry, why can't I think of your last name? Okay, sorry, I'm having a brain freeze. Trisha, Terry, Jamie Lopez, Brandy Lampman, Becky Clements, Amanda Collins, Cara Skelzer, Kate Unger for the finishing Princess Court for the first time, and Becky Mueller finishing it for the first time. Woohoo! Congratulations. Court of Sharing, Jamie Riley putting in the on-hold orders as we speak, so that is going to be done. Congratulations to the On the Grow Challenge, like we said, Carson, Susan on the stage, Amanda representing us, and 2 units in the unit clubs. Congratulations to Tammy Cloud and the $392,000 unit club, over a 250% increase over last year. Woo! Congratulations. And earning the trip to Rome. She's going to Rome. Congratulations. The $650,000 unit club. Circle of Excellence, Nikki Hill. Woo! Her 4th trip. We are so proud of you. And there were cars earned, sisters. Jamie Lopez, congratulations for earning that cruise. I think it's your 8th free car in Mary Kay. I need to find out. Susan Riordan, congratulations for you for earning that new cruise. Another multiple free car in Mary Kay. So proud of you. Now, here's on target for the Chevy cruises by September? Megan Cruz, Brianna Douglas, Brandy Lampman, Kate Unger, and Becky Mueller. Finishing the cruise or higher in September. Here's on target for Premier: Susan Riordan, Cara Skelzer, Jamie Lopez, Jamie Riley, and Becky Clements, brand new sales director. And on target for Cadillac by September is Amanda Collins and Tammy Clout. We are finishing up 2 of those 5 Cadillacs at least by September and running the rest through in December. All right, red bonuses. Remember, when you have 3 or more reds at the end of a quarter, you get a bonus. Congratulations with 6 reds, Nikki Hill with $300. With 4 reds, Amanda Collins with 5 reds, Amanda Collins with $250. And with 4 reds, Tammy Clout with a $200 bonus. 4 qualified sisters earning money on those 4 qualified. The Amanda Collins unit. Congratulations, Amanda. This is what I want to show you. Also, Jamie Riley had 4 personal qualifieds. Now, I'm going to show you a paycheck on this. You guys need to write this down. Jamie finished right above $5,000 in production, okay? She had 4 personals. They were all qualifieds. Of her $5,000, almost all of it was her personal production. Her paycheck is going to be $2,613. $2,613 on a $5,000 month, because 4 personal qualified. You get a $400 bonus and another $400 bonus plus the 13% check on that. Okay, another sales director in our area who did not have qualifieds, okay, but a lot of her $5,000 was from her personal team, almost all of it, 4,500 of it, 4,400 of it. Her paycheck is $1,670. Wow. $1,670. It's a $1,000 difference, you guys, with exactly the same production with qualifieds. And Jamie just recruited qualifieds. They weren't even star consultants. Just think if they would have been star consultants, she still would have gotten that bonuses, but the 13% check would have been higher. You see what I'm saying, you guys? It makes a difference, your personal recruiting. So get on the bandwagon of the personal court of sales and the personal court of sharing. Oh my goodness, it's worth it. Okay, this month, $1,666 in wholesale, 2 personal qualifieds. It is done, sisters, going to Mexico. All right, so Tammy, can you talk? Are you available to start talking right now, or is Will crying? You let me know, because we want to get you whenever you can with the baby. Are you good?
Can you see me?
I can see your house. You're outside.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, hold on a second.
You're turned around. There we go. Now we can see you.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you look beautiful. We cannot see Will or your breasts, so we can see your face. So we're super.
For some reason, I can't see myself.
Okay.
Eli, can you take him downstairs? Okay.
Okay. So Tammy, if you just want to share what your change was this year, or whatever you have prepared, but you had a 250% increase finishing in unit club and court of sales. So what can you share with your sisters that you think would benefit them going into this new year?
Okay, so the biggest things that I changed this year were getting into daily habits and routines. And so getting up at the same time every day, starting my day off with reading a positive book, actually listening. So whether it was podcasts or books on audio, and then working out. And then after working out, I would do my daily devotion via listening to it online on my way home from the gym. And then showering and getting all those things done and ready before anybody was awake in my house. So that was the first thing that I changed, was getting into that daily habit, because otherwise I would sleep until the kids would sleep till 8, and then I would be behind the whole entire day trying to get ready with everybody else all over the place. And then with being pregnant too, that always adds on top of that. So taking personal responsibility for my daily routine. And then personally, I did do at least 30 faces a month just with myself, and I would show up to our events, whether it was just me or one consultant or one guest, and just taking full advantage of that and maximizing on those opportunities, and just starting to communicate more with my unit. But that's one thing that I am changing for this year, is more that personal communication as well. So I literally do believe it was the daily routine and the daily habits of filling up so that I could be able to pour out to my family and to my unit and everybody else. Those were the biggest changes that I found this year. And then also getting back to tracking. So tracking my personal faces and personal chats and sales, and really planning my days out the night before I went to bed, and being true with myself that way. Oh, am I still there?
Sorry, I was muted. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Tammy, so you went from 0 unit club to $392,000 unit club.
Mm-hmm.
You started tracking. You started, you would show up no matter what. Cindy Gress talked about that too. Are we showing up to events? Like, you came to our national event where we had Sue and Lisa and me, and you didn't have any guests that night. You had consultants come, but you didn't have any guests come that night. People are, I think we're losing that, Tammy. I think we're thinking, if I'm not getting recognition, if I don't have guests there, it's not worth my time to show up. Tell us your thought process about that.
I've always known that whether I have personal guests or personal consultants coming, that I need to show up for myself. Even if I've heard it all before, I watch the speakers differently. I see how they work the room. I see how they communicate with people and how they tell their stories and how they add their humor and the recognition portion, so that I can do better for when I'm with my people. And I always learn that to show up whether I had people there or not, because it always helped my attitude and helped me grow. And then if I expect my consultants to show up if they don't have guests, how are they supposed to do that if I'm not leading the way and doing that myself? So even, going to seminar last year by myself, it was awesome, but it wasn't awesome, but I still showed up. And so that's just something that I've always focused on the past 12 years where I've been working my business, to be able to show up no matter what.
Yeah, I remember that. You were there by yourself last year and not getting recognition, like not going on that stage. And yet you were there, you guys, and look what the difference that it made. Now she's going with four consultants this year. She's getting recognized on the double courts. She's got momentum for the next year. And so, Tammy, as you looked at what went great and maybe what you could do better, what is your new thought for the new year? How are you going to even improve more for this next year?
Being willing to personally coach my consultants, and taking the time to do that. I did travel again this year, so that was helpful.
Right.
To different pockets. So building those people and building those relationships with their families too. But personally coaching, not just via Voxer and text messages, but personally calling people. So even yesterday while my kids were taking a nap, even this past year, I would be like, oh my goodness, I gotta get this done, and this done, and I wouldn't take that time to coach people. But yesterday on the July 4th, I called like 15 people and talked to 4 people, consultants, and they were good, solid conversations that people just need to have that that time to touch base and to figure out what they're doing with their business. So that's one of the biggest things, is personally coaching and talking with people, and also personally coaching people to come to our events that we have, because they're so important.
Thank you. And just on that thing, I'm going to talk about your offspring, Trisha, for a minute. I know that Trisha is not on here, but she's watching. You know, Trisha had one, and I'm going to ask her to talk about this at the director meeting tomorrow or Thursday. Trisha had one personal guest. She had a unit member and she had unit guests. They didn't sign, but Trisha's one personal signed came in with an $1,800 on the last day of the month, which got her to the $5,000 bonus. Tammy, did you know this? And Trisha, I'm sure you know this, Trisha. That's over $1,000 that one person brought to Trisha just this month, not including what she's going to do with her business, because she's a super sharp person, but because Trisha showed up with one person who came in with an $1,800 order. Last month, Mary Kay will pay her on the 15th over $1,000 for the $500 bonus for hitting 5,000, $100 because she's her personal, right? And then, so that's $600, and then the personal recruiting check on that is over $250. So that's almost $1,000 in money made from bringing one person to an event. And I think we need to think like that. Even if they don't sign that moment, like you said, I'm watching the people. You watch the nationals and you go to see. It's not so much what you're going to hear, you guys. You know the marketing plan, but it's how it's presented, how the room is worked. How do we become a better leader? I love it. Okay, anything else you want to add for our viewers out there?
Well, and something along with Trisha's new recruit, what I loved is Rashida. She's great, you guys. She's a powerhouse, and Trisha actually changed what she was saying in her power statement of who she was looking to work with. Her power statements were talking about the qualities of people who are S's, and so she did change that literally like the week before we had this event to power statements of D and I's, and that's who she recruited. And with Rashida, what is so cool about her is that she's always been on Trisha's prospect list. She's never once bought anything from Trisha. She's always gotten a maple lipstick for free, and that's how Trisha has enticed her to come to things. And even though she's gone through different life changes, where she was going through college, got engaged, got married, had a baby, a new job, she would contact her after every single big thing and say, I know your life has changed again. Can I bribe you with this maple lipstick to come to this event? And that's what she did. And Trisha is a never give up kind of person. And monkey see, monkey do, Trisha shows up all the time.
That's right. That's right. And it pays off, you guys. It pays off, as you see. So congratulations, Tammy Clout. You look beautiful this morning, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to have Susan Riordan on now. And Susan is actually, we could not figure out how to get her on this Google Hangout, but we've got her on FaceTime. And Susan has completed the National Court of Sales, yay Susan, and just earned her cruise, had a gold medal, their best month of the year. And so Susan, why don't you share your thoughts with your sisters about what has made the difference in your business?
This year, what I would say really made a difference was that I started the Court of Sales early last July. So I didn't wait until I got behind it all. I made a decision up front, beginning of the seminar year, that I was going to hit that, and it started right in July. So that would be my biggest piece of advice, is just, don't get behind on it and take advantage of any of the company promotions that they might offer. Like, I think they did a double credit a couple of months into the seminar year last year. And when they did that, I totally just made that happen so I could get, take advantage of all of the credit that Mary Kay offered. So just keeping up with it, so then at the end of the year, you don't have so much to, make up. If you just do it a little at a time, 1 month at a time, focus on that month and hitting it every month, then you can totally do it that way.
And go ahead.
And no, I was just going to say, the other thing is just, in finishing up the seminar year, on the Voxer, I had heard, like, on the very last day, I think it was what you had mentioned earlier, and somebody put Gloria Mayfield Banks on our Voxer about broadcast, to the masses and whisper individually or whatever that statement was, but I really took that to heart right at the end. And I thought I had talked to everybody, and I thought that I had already, as far as my sales go, I thought everybody had already taken advantage of my special offers that I had in June, and then I just started texting people individually and calling people individually, and on that last day, just got tons and tons of orders and realized people aren't really paying that much attention to email and social media, and it's so important to have that individual contact with them.
Mm-hmm. That's what we got. We all know that, you guys. That's, I think, the thing this year is getting back to that whisper, that one-on-one personal conversation. And so, Susan, taking what you've learned this past year, earning another car. How many cars is this for you?
6, I think.
6 cars. This is so exciting. Yeah. Okay, I love it. What are you doing even better this next year? What are you doing even differently, even better for this next year, and your goals?
Well, my goal is just to be bold, to not chicken out when I'm talking to people, to get on the phone, just like Tammy just said, make the personal contact with unit members and prospects and customers, and don't just expect things to come to me, but just to go out and get it.
I love it. I love it, Susan Riordan. Go out and get it. Okay, so what are you going to go out and get this year?
This year I'm going to go out and get a Cadillac.
That sounds good to me. Let's get a Cadillac. Just think, your kids are so excited about this cruise. Just think what they're going to do when Mom earns the Cadillac, right? When Mom earns the Cadillac. And you know what I know, Susan, is that the years you have done core to sales, you've had offspring sales directors. And that's what you do. So you've got some great people coming to seminar as well. And when you lead by example, that gets them excited to see they can be successful too.
Right. I'm so excited about seminar this year and having consultants there. Last year I didn't have any consultants there, and it's a big difference just in my excitement level this year.
Okay. Thank you, Susan, for sharing. Bye.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. So you guys, Jamie Riley could not get on. I think she is taking care of orders this morning. And Amanda Collins is at work, but she actually left me a Voxer message because she had, you guys, over a $200,000 first year in Mary Kay. And hold on, she wanted you to know about it. And I asked her what she did differently. So I'm going to play her Voxer message, and then we're going to close out with Nikki. You guys keep Megan in your prayers. She was supposed to be on the Google Hangout, but she woke up with a horrible migraine. And so she couldn't be on it this morning. But here's Amanda Collins. Hold on one second. Whoops. Okay, I got to get out. Susan, I'm going to have to hang up on you. Okay, can I even do this? What am I doing? Okay. Okay, so Susan is going to just get on there. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Voxer, and I'm going to pull up Amanda. You want to hear this message, you guys. It is fantastic.
Hey y'all, okay, I am sharing what I believe helped me be successful my first year as a sales director. So number one definitely would be the mentorship from Heidi and Nikki. Y'all have heard my story from last year where I was about to quit and go back to full-time dental hygiene, but definitely having their mentorship, their support, their belief. I would not still be in Mary Kay because I decided that I wasn't going to do Mary Kay at all if I couldn't be a sales director. So that was number one. And then number two from that would having to be all in. So I was definitely not all in for my business because I always had that in the background that I could do that. So Mary Kay it was my plan B, even as a sales director. That's embarrassing to say, but all last year, before I had that talk with them and before I had decided that this was what I was going to do, I kind of already had it. I had it in the back of my head that I could just go back to being a dental hygienist, and but this was something fun that I tried, but I wasn't all in. I wasn't sold out. So it's definitely really fun to start the new year. I could even see a difference this July versus last July. Even last July, I had already kind of checked out, and I didn't even realize it. So I don't think I fully realized it until this past several months, seeing how different I feel this year going into a new year than I did last year. So definitely that mentorship, being all in and 100% being all in. and listening to wise women. So Julia Burnett's call helped a lot whenever she talked about, I reject that, it's not my story, things that are holding you back or things that maybe you compare to other people. Every sales director, every national has been through just hearing the stories from other things people go through, and it's like, okay, well, they did that, so I can do it. All of the stuff that we think like, oh, well, if I had their life, if I had their husband, if I had this, then I could be as awesome as them. But her call really helped me to squash some of those thoughts and reject those, and push through some of that. So that was really helpful. Another influential CD was Amy Allgood's Level of Leadership, and talking about how excellence will be in all areas of your life whenever you're excellent. That was something else I changed this past year, was all the CDs that Heidi's given me. I keep them all in my car now, and I just rotate them out, and I listen to different powerful women all the time and keep myself filled up. So before, they were in my house, and I would listen to them every now and then, and so that's something that I definitely changed. Something else that helped this past year, and this has only been within the last couple of months, or maybe last 6 weeks to 2 months, I have an assistant working in my office now, and that was something that I had been reluctant to do because I didn't think that I could afford it, but it really does help my brain. It has helped me so much, so I know that it's paid for itself already, because when I know that my assistant's going to be in my office, I'm more organized, I'm prepared, and I get more stuff done because I know that she's coming. And then I also want my numbers to look better because I know someone else is looking at all my stuff. So that definitely helped. A couple other things that helped to make my year good were knowing my strengths. So doing the strength finders. My number one strength is relator. So just knowing that, and then knowing the strengths that I need to work on a little bit really helped my brain. Knowing the basic need of power and achievement, and knowing that if I'm not winning, I'm going to go somewhere else. So just knowing yourself, and really I did a lot of personal growth this past year. So then some other things are working really good parties for other people, doing amazing pink parties, that's great, but I've been kind of frustrated with myself that my personal business has not been awesome, and I felt really kind of embarrassed on the calls whenever Heidi would give us our little shout outs, and it would be, this unit, and 4 of them are the personals, of the director, and then it would be Colin's unit, 10 or whatever, and none of them were my personals. So having this just exciting urge to get back and work my personal business, finding quality people at my people's parties really ignited that back in me, that I can find quality people at my own parties, and even better because they're going to be my guests and my personals. So so that just having those thoughts, and having things not be like, oh, I have to book, I have to do this, I have to, knowing that it's something that I'm actually excited to do, that has really helped a lot. So those are some of the things that I feel like has really helped this past year be successful as a sales director, my first year, and I'm excited for the possibilities. I'm excited to earn my Cadillac this year coming up, and just excited for what the future holds.
Thank you, Amanda. Oh my goodness, wasn't that great, you guys? Mentorship, all in. Listening to wise mentors, Julia Burnett, Amy Allgood, having the CDs in her car, hiring an assistant, sisters, hiring an assistant, knowing her strengths and her basic needs, her personal growth, and then, yes, being excited about her people's parties, but now being excited about her own parties as well. Amanda Collins, you guys, ranking number 3 in our national area her first year, and last September had missed 2 months in a row of production. You can too. She started it with a perfect 10. She started it with going to work in her own personal business, and that's where she found the people. At that point, her unit was less than 20 unit members, you guys. She is going to seminar right now on the stage with over 86 unit members. If it can be done in Mary Kay, you can do it too. We're so proud of you, Amanda Collins, for leading our area by example. Wow. Okay, Nikki Hill, let's bring it home, sister.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So mine is a little bit different because I actually went down 200,000, and like one of my friends, Jeanette Cantu, told me, she goes, well, too bad for you, but that's a graceful place to fall. And so 650 is a graceful place to fall. So some of the things, I haven't really evaluated. I'm going to probably sit this afternoon or go to a coffee shop or something. I need to sit and evaluate everything. But one of the reasons I did fall gracefully is because of those daily habits like Tammy and Amanda were talking about. They're just ingrained in myself from years and years of practice. And knowing kind of when to switch on a dime, like to know when your people have goals and when they don't, that is something to really keep focused on. But two of the things that I didn't do this year that I'm going to improve upon is I did actually lose office help, a lot of office help this year. And that is a big deal. And so I do have unit assistant, you know what, and thank God for that, because I would not have hit the 650 if I didn't have unit assistant. And I'm looking into, they're even doing a consistency. I didn't have them do that because I didn't start at the beginning of the year, but I think I'm going to have them do the consistency, because you guys, when we did 850, that was something that Leslie, my assistant, was on, like giving the people that place 225s every month a place to win. I had many more consistent people earning prizes. I only had not even a handful, you guys, this year, and only one person ordered all 12 months. Okay, so I think I'm going to hire a unit assistant to do that for me. And the other thing that I did when we did 850, so I had more help who could just track my base more, communicate with them more, communicate also with my new consultants who had simple questions that, it freed me up to have my coaching calls more than I did this year. I kind of got just more tired with the mundane questions of people every single day, and then I didn't want to talk to people. And so I'm changing that up. I'm going to be talking with my assistant on Thursday to see what her schedule can give me, because I really do like her. She's very, very efficient. I mean, she seriously is very efficient. But these last 2 months, she did start working 2 days for me versus 1, and then I had the virtual assistant. So, and my numbers, like in June, you guys, improved incredibly, the communication. So the other thing is I wasn't going to director meetings on a regular basis because Lisa Allison moved, and it was director-led. And so I think I went to 1, and I really didn't really want to lead them. And so I just stopped going to them. And so I did not put myself in the space of powerful people, you guys, until June. Wow, that really makes a difference. $200,000 worth of difference, people, let's be clear. And just being now in a Voxer group where us top directors, like Susan McCoy just finished trip with me, and she's like, I'm going on vacation to Mexico, and I just got 10 bookings. What are you doing? So I'm in this strong leadership group that, and we're funny because we're top directors, but still we need encouragement and mentorship. And but then also going to this last director meeting, you guys, I realized that just gets my brain moving. That's where I came up with the theme for Fight Like a Girl. And I didn't have that theme beforehand. And it just, just listening to other people, I guess it just helps me brainstorm what I personally want to do. And so I am committing to that again, going. And you guys, I'd had a bad May, and so I knew I wasn't going to get recognition. And so I had to humble myself to go in June, and I get it when you're not going to stand up and get any recognition. I didn't. But you guys, me being there, you're still, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard says every month. You are who you are because of your strengths and who you are. And just being there, I was able to encourage Dana, my friend who finished trip for the first time, and be in her space, and Jenny Simmonsma, you're an encourager, you guys, because that's who you are, whether your scoreboard that month is good or not. So that's what you have to realize. And so show up. Those who show up go up. So actually what I'm doing is I'm actually going to sit this afternoon. I'm working this morning. I'm going to be signing my first personal for the month. And I'm really focused this year on my full circle 30 faces, full circle power starts, because that's where everything comes. That's how I became a director. That's how I earned a Cadillac. That's how I earned a trip. That's how I offspring directors. And you guys, that's what keeps you being strong directors. You know, Amanda might not have worked a personal business, but she did 30 faces in front of people no matter what. Tammy does 30 faces. Trisha does 30 faces. Jamie was doing 30 faces. You know, Brandy. I mean, my offspring, that's just what we do. And so I'm working in my strengths. I'm good at parties, and I can recruit from parties, and people can see that. And so I'm going to be doing more parties for my people as well, but I'm not going to give up my personal 30 faces in 30 days. So that's my focus, full circle parties, and my focus is to gold medal every month. Actually, my focus is to gold medal by the 15th of every month, so that then I can work their parties and get them recruits and have them bring people to meetings and things. And so I have a whole new new consultant packet that I'm reworking. So I'll email that to everybody. And just kind of, I love the new format of our meetings. And what we're going to do in August is we're actually going to break it into, if they show up 4 times for new consultant classes, we're going to call them, we're going to give them a prize on top of the videos. Because we want to do 4 different things at the meetings. And we're just going to do it in August in front of everybody so the consultants know what their new consultants are going to learn. And basically, you guys, we broke it into, and once I get all this finalized, I don't even know where I wrote it down, but we're going to show the Mary Kay video. We're not going to have a Saturday because I found this year was better because I didn't kill them with events. People were holding more parties on weekends and things, and it is their own business. And when I scheduled so many things at our studio, it didn't become their business, it became mine. It became my schedule, what's good for Nikki. So I didn't want to kill them with events anymore. And to make events great, we're going to have we're going to have a quarterly event with our beauty boutique, and we're going to do a Reds and Stars and recognize stars and promotions, and just once a quarter we're going to have a big event so they can see something bigger. And that's how I grew up in Michigan. Judy Kowicki had a big quarterly event, and it was fantastic. So we're going to do that. But then for the 4 trainings, we're going to watch the video one time of Mary Kay's autobiography. The other one is going to be how to set up for a party. You know, just showing them all the things. You can show it on the video. You can text them a picture, but just, you know, going through their starter kit, you know, just going through all that fun stuff that we want them to do. And then in that same breath, just kind of matching their foundations. You know, it's pretty simple, but, you know, they always freak out about that. The other one is going to be doing their color look and teaching them glamour with the brushes, because a lot of times we recruit people before their follow-up appointment. And, you know, I didn't always want to do these things, but then I'm finding that the more they're confident with these little things that I think are little, it grows their confidence to be able to book more, to be able to book their follow-ups. And so it'll just be like a glamour class, you know, and just with the new consultants. In August, it'll be everybody, because we're going to have our product preview on the 8th. The first will be the video, and then we'll do that. And I think, I can't remember what the last one was going to be. I don't know, I'm working out of 2 notebooks right now. That's my problem. Hold on, sorry guys. I have no idea. Amanda wrote it down. I honestly have no idea. I don't know where anything is. Okay, so that's another thing. Get organized.
That's okay. You can get it.
I don't know. It's somewhere. But, yeah, so just kind of reevaluating those things and getting them in our space more so they show up to the meetings, you know, the local people, and then giving them a prize when they finish their 4 new consultant classes. So different than the videos, because they can watch the videos anytime and get a prize. And then for out-of-town people, I'll Zoom them in. you know. I'll tell them they'll get a prize too if they watch these 4. But then they're in our space more and doing that. So I'll figure that out. And I'm still thinking about all that and everything. My goal is to get it all kind of launched by Thursday. So just evaluating, you know, what went well, what didn't, you know, because I did go down this year. So just thinking about that. So I'm still just kind of going through that process of it all.
Well, and Nikki, just what you're talking about too, Mary Kay is coming out with a flip chart in August for your skincare classes, okay? And it's a downloadable flip chart where we can do all of the pages or some of the pages and then add pages into it that go with our national area skincare class. So that's exciting. And Nikki, as you're talking about your August, don't forget, you guys, that we will do pace setters in September. Put that
right,
on
that's
your
our plan. Well, and our plan then is that the new consultants will not be probably in the pace setters. They'll be in their new consultant classes. So everybody's going to do it in August, and then pace setters will divide it up. Even though it's the same thing, they're just, sometimes their brains can't handle it. It's the same stuff, you guys. That's just the cure. But, yeah, so I'll figure all that out.
Yeah, and your pace setters, you got the schedule for that. That's the 12th, 19th, and 26th of September. So as you're figuring out your year, knowing that that's what you want to use your success nights for all across the country. And like Nikki said, if you want to have new consultants in another room while this is going on, absolutely, that's great. It can be used for yourself. Okay, anything else, Nikki?
I don't think so. My brain is going in a million directions. So I'm ready for this holiday weekend to be over. No, I'm just personally, I want a new local unit. That is my vision. So I love exciting sales meetings, and I love excited consultants that are local. So, so I just made a list. And, oh, another thing, though, that I'm doing with my locals is I'm doing relaunch parties. And I'm having conversations, but I already booked one with Andrea Comer, and she actually came to my house. You guys, I just realized they don't do it. She came over, and her kid swam with her husband, and I made a quick pic collage. I said, text this to everybody. We're doing it next Friday. And I made a Facebook invite, and she invited everybody. And, you know, she has a ton of people already RSVP'd. So I'm having conversations today, besides my personal bookings that I'm working on. I'm asking them if they want me to help them with a relaunch party.
I love that.
And, you know, they can say no, but I want to be in their space as much as possible. And then my out-of-towners, I'm just asking them if they want to do one. Just host one themselves. You know, sometimes they forget to do that and invite everybody, and I can Zoom in or something if they're out of town. But that's my focus as well. And it's exciting because people do have goals. They just don't know where to start. Well, where's everybody start? A party. So that's what I'm doing as well.
I love it. There's no reason why, you guys. You can't. I did relaunch parties all the time for people who had been in Mary Kay for a while and they just had lost it, but they were great people and they knew great people. And we got people into DIQ because they just needed to be resold, and their people were awesome. So yeah, it's a new year, you guys. You can get out there and just do new things, and that's exciting. So, you guys, like Nikki said, you're evaluating, right? If you haven't done that yet, go back to the coaching sheet that I sent you for your consultants. What brought you the most joy last year? Nikki looked and saw, being in front of a big local meeting brings me a lot of joy. How can I make this better, right? What was your biggest disappointment? Okay, if it wasn't hitting, if it was going backwards, then what did you need to do differently? Nikki's already reevaluated. I need more help in my office. I need to be in the field more myself, right? So if you have a disappointment, how are you going to change that around? You know, and what are your goals? So you guys take the time to think. Mary Kay used to say 1 hour of planning is worth 3 hours of productivity. And how do I know that? Because I read the book, The Mary Kay Way. All right, and that's what we're going to be starting in August, is The Mary Kay Way after seminar. So if you don't have it, get it. Start reading it. Get excited about your future. You guys, best year ever. Best year ever. If every single one of us has our personal best year ever, we're going to blow this area out of the water. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. Happy New Year. Bye, everybody. See you on the Hangout tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8 p.m., our area Hangout. Bye.